Hello, darling. I'm here to give you your 2-minute Lux guide. Let's go. Illumination. Lux's passive Illumination places a detonative charge on enemies when hit by Lux's damaging abilities. Lux can consume her passive Illumination with a basic attack or with her R to deal bonus magic damage. Her Q Binding Light is a basic skill shot that can bind 2 enemies and applies Illumination to those hit. This ability doesn't ignore minions, so make sure to line it up correctly. Her W Prismatic Barrier is a boomerang skill shot that applies a shield to those in its path. One shield is applied on its cast and another shield is applied on its return. This goes for allies too. This is Lux's only ability that doesn't apply Illumination. Her E Lucent Singularity is an AoE slow that deals a ton of damage and applies Illumination on detonation. When cast, Lux's E will remain in place for 5 seconds, throwing enemies caught inside. Lux can then reactivate this ability to deal a large amount of damage. Her E also grants vision until this ability is recast or runs out. Lux's R Final Spark is a long-range skill shot that deals a lot of damage to those inside the beam after a short charge-up time. If enemies are affected with Illumination, Lux's R will detonate this, applying additional damage on top of Lux's R. If enemies aren't affected by Illumination, Lux's R will apply the Illumination passive. For mid lane Luxes, start with your E first, followed by your Q, then W, and max in this order while taking points in your R when you can. Support Luxes can start E2, but if you're a newer player, I'd recommend taking Q first for an extra safety measure. For mid lane and support runes, you should go Arcane Comet primary with Domination secondary, potentially swapping out Gathering Storm on mid for Scorch on support. Tough matchups for Lux will be Pantheon, Bard, Neferi, and Irelia, whereas easier matchups will be Nico, Swain, Lulu, and Akali. The items on the left side of the screen are what I'd recommend for a mid lane Lux, and on the right side of the screen are what I'd recommend for a support Lux. The main combination you will want to use on Lux is Q, E, R. Here are some examples on how to play Lux. You can use Lux's E to poke down enemies or to escape a dangerous situation. You can also use Lux's E to control the minion wave and catch all the CS. Lux's R has a very short cooldown, all her abilities do for that matter, so don't be afraid to use her R as much as possible. You can also use your R to catch enemies that think they're safe and outside of your ally's range. Vision is also very important when playing Lux, as a perfect ward can completely shape the game. I really like Lux because she has long range abilities and can do a lot of damage to multiple targets at once. She also has a lot of skins too to choose from, and that's always great. I hope you like this 2-minute guide to Lux, the Lady of Luminosity, and please remember to stop taking cannons when your support has Relic Shield!